Um, Hello, Justice Warriors. Tracy and Heather here today. And today we're going to bring you a case that's very important. This family reached out to me a while back needing help because they have a loved one who disappeared over a year ago. And this family, where are you guys located again?
We're in Oklahoma. He grew
Oklahoma.
up. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where our missing person grew up in Oklahoma, but the missing person went missing from Okeechobee, Florida area.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
this family has been calling the Okeechobee law enforcement, police department or sheriff's department.
I believe it was the sheriff's department.
Okay. So they've been calling for help. They've been asking for help, but they're telling them that they cannot file a missing
Uh,
persons case over the phone, that they have to come in person and do it. And so this person's been missing for over a year. They don't have the resources or the means to make the trip to Okeechobee. It's been a year, and I'm just going to introduce you here to Mr. Clint Metters. We're going to let him introduce us to the case and tell us the specifics. We're hoping that you, our Justice Warriors, our listeners, will be able to help us generate some leads so this family can figure out what happened to their loved one. Go ahead, Clint. I'll let you go ahead
yeah,
and tell what's going on here.
yeah. So the last anybody has heard from him was October the 11th, and he sent a text message on October 11th, and nobody's heard from him since. And we got to calling around and found where he was staying at the Sunset RV? What is it? Southern Sun RV park there in Okeechobee.
Uh-oh, I think we've got Clint is frozen.
And I'm muted, so I could say, I'm going to hold this picture up and you tell me.
Oh, is he back?
He's
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I'm
Clint,
sorry. I don't know what happened.
It happens.
you were frozen for a good, probably at least 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Where did you guys stop?
You were saying that he had been staying at the Southern Sun RV park there in Okeechobee. And that's
Yes,
the
and
last
so
thing I heard.
we contacted them, and they said that he basically drove out in one of his vehicles and never returned. He had left a Dodge diesel 1 ton, and his camper and a boat was still remaining there. And I guess since he wasn't there to make his payments, they had called a towing company, BJ's Towing or BJM or something like that, towing. And they towed his vehicles back in November, and they held on to them for 30 days and then auctioned them off in December. And nobody's heard from him since. So we're just trying to locate him. He's got a 99 green Ford Explorer that he left in, and so that vehicle is missing as well.
Okay, and now speaking of that vehicle, I did run a vehicle sightings report on that vehicle, and we found that the last time that there is any recorded sighting of that vehicle is on October 11th, 2022, which is the last time you heard from him. And
Yes.
the last time it was sighted was in Lakeland Highlands, Florida at South Florida Avenue and White Lane. So we're really just reaching out to our Floridians right now. We're reaching out to everybody and hoping that somebody had seen him, somebody knows what happened. And Clint, can you tell us a little bit, because there's a little bit of backstory here, and I want to be careful because we don't want to make accusations toward anybody, but there was something going on that makes us all a little bit suspicious. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I mean, me being in Oklahoma, it's just hearsay. Everything that I've heard is basically that he had gotten into a dispute with one of his neighbors. Then they both had been drinking, and I've just heard it from the neighbors there that I've spoke with, but I can't get a hold of who he had I can't find the name of the person that he had the dispute with. It's still I still don't have his name. So
Still a
I'm
mystery.
trying to figure out who that guy was, where we could visit with him to see if anything, he may have know anywhere where he was or last been seen. Yeah, that's we've just been trying to get a missing person filed or reported, and haven't had any luck doing that either. The Glades County said they were going to fax us a report to fill out and send back, and we have not had any luck with that.
Okay, but now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there some sort of legal didn't he, our missing person, his name is Kevin Kilgore. Tracy, can you hold that picture up again for me just real quick? Can't hear you, baby.
It'll be just a second because I lost it. I was looking up where the vehicle was last seen compared
gotcha.
to Lake Okeechobee, and that's pretty far away.
I think that how far was it from the southern, because we did map that out, Clint, how far was it from where he was staying? When, about 45 minutes or so?
I think so. I can pull it up here and see exactly.
Now, which one is he, Clint?
He's the one on the right. That's his dad, Cecil, on the left, and he's on the right.
So he's the one with the yellow shirt.
No. So
Okay.
I guess it's backwards than where I'm looking at it. But
yeah,
the yellow shirt is his dad, Cecil Kilgore, and the red and white and black shirt is Kevin.
So the one in the hat and the plaid shirt is our missing person. That is Kevin.
Yes.
Kilgore. Tracy, say something so you'll get the screen back here. I want everybody to see it. Tracy.
What?
Speak. There we go.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha. I hear.
Didn't mean to talk to you like a dog. To speak.
All I do is have 3 little small icons up at the top.
Okay. All right. So this is him. Nice looking guy there. He's looks to be a little younger, has a tattoo. It looks on his left arm. What is that tattoo on his left arm? Clint, do you know?
I'm not. He got that tattoo. What was it? A koi fish, I believe. Is that right?
Okay.
Koi fish.
I'm going to expand this and make it a little bit bigger.
Where did he have the perception tattooed at, on his back of his hand or the wrist or somewhere? Yeah. He had the word perception tattooed on one of his arms. I don't know if it's I think it's on underneath his wrist.
Okay, maybe, so Kevin is, how old is Kevin?
He was born in May 11th, 1978. So I guess he would be about 45. Yes.
Okay. And so do you know how tall he is?
He's like 5'5", maybe 5'4", somewhere in there.
5'5". I'll say 5'5" because he's got to be at least as tall as me.
I'm going to talk for a second because, whoops, no, I'm not muted, am I?
No.
Okay. All right. I made it a little larger so you could see.
Okay, koi fish on his left arm. He's got brown hair and brown eyes.
Yes.
Do we know for sure that's his left arm, or is the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't.
Okay, it looks like it is. Yeah.
Okay, brown hair, brown eyes, 5'5", koi fish tattoo on his left arm, perception on his right arm. Is that what you said? Uh-oh, we lost Clint again.
I lost you too. Oh, there you are. He'll come back. Here we go. Can you see that better? The tattoo?
Yeah. That's good.
That's really good. Okay, so it goes a little bit further. It looks like it's wrapped.
Okay.
The koi fish is wrapped.
Okay, and so we know that the last time anybody heard from him was on October 11th, 2022, in the morning, actually. And then I ran the vehicle sightings report. He was in Lakeland Highlands at South Florida Avenue and White Lane in the afternoon. So that's going to be after he sent the last text message to Clint. I think he might be back. Oh, good.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, my iPad, the battery died on.
No, that's okay.
All right.
That's okay.
You're good.
But so, what I was getting ready to say a while ago, correct me if I'm wrong, but was he not arrested? And we know that that altercation did in fact take place, because was he not arrested?
Yeah, he was. I think he was arrested July the 4th. Let me see here where I can get my notes. I think it was right around the July the 4th or 5th of 2022.
I think I got it right here.
Yeah, he had a bail bondsman and actually had some attorneys hired to help him. And as far as we know, the attorneys have been looking for him as well. They can't find him. He just stopped all communications for some reason.
Okay. Okay, so whatever has happened to him, of course, I understand you guys are really probably worried that somebody has murdered him. I'm just,
Yeah, I mean,
you don't think he's still with us, is that correct?
I mean, yeah, I mean, we would like to believe so. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure how to even check all the jails or the hospitals or the morgues to find out if anybody's found him or if he's, in any of those places.
Okay. Okay, so
That's what I'm trying. That's why I called you guys to try to point me in the right direction to help
yeah.
me.
Yeah, and so we are going to do that. We are going to start looking into this for you, and we're not, obviously we're not going to charge you for that. We don't do that. We do this because it's our passion and it's what we do. It's just what we do, isn't it, Tracy?
It is.
So we will start looking into that and trying to figure that out for you. Of course, I'm sure we're all hoping that he's in jail somewhere, or just I don't
His
hiding out.
dad and his dad and his aunt have said that they have checked all those places and that he's nowhere in there. So
Okay. Well, like I said before,
probably wouldn't hurt to check him again. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're just really hoping at this point that this podcast, this broadcast will reach somebody that will have some information that maybe was in the Lakeland Highlands area, that knows Kevin, knows where he may be or what happened, and can just kind of give this family some closure, let them know, hey, he's okay, or hey, he's not okay. Just whatever it is, they need answers.
Yes. Is there any way that we could put his picture of his vehicle, the 99 Ford
Yes.
Explorer, up to kind
Yep.
of show everybody what it
Let
looks
me
like?
do that for you. Also, I have a question. Now, he lived in Glades County.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. However, when I looked it up, and I know where Lakeland is, but I don't know Lakeland Highland. But it still looks like it's close to Lakeland, which is in Polk County, which is pretty far.
I just pulled up the map and it was about 100 miles from where he lived.
Yeah.
Where his truck was last seen.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Like, right around that time was when you guys were having the bad storms. Maybe what was it, Hurricane Ian or something like that?
Yeah, that was last year, right? I'm not living in Florida at the moment, but
okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there for Ian, but
yeah,
I see.
I live in Tennessee, so which is interesting because I also saw, if you remember, when I was trying to look, when I was pulling him and looking for him and stuff, there it looked like he had some sort of a tie to Louisville, which is not that far from me. So
yes.
At some point, if we feel like it might be worthwhile, then I may make a trip down to Louisville.
Okay. Yes, that sounds good.
Down.
Yeah,
That's the vehicle. That is the vehicle seen at Lakeland Highlands, in Lakeland Highlands at South Florida Avenue and White Lane on October 11th, 2022, which is the last date that you heard from him. Hey, Clint, can you tell us too, I know that your last communication with him was a text message. Can you tell us about those text messages real quick?
Well, one of them was, they looked like they were, he just randomly sent me a picture of his vehicle with that boat on top of his Explorer there, and then the one before that was I think he was just joking around or something, and sent a picture of that guy that was working on his bicycle.
Didn't you
But the
also
one
say?
before that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you also say he sent a picture of like a gas station or something?
Yeah, the gas station was in the background of that picture of this green Explorer there, where can you see the background of it? Can we put it back up
Tracy,
there?
make that picture of the one with the gas station in the background with him working on. Can you make that big so we can look at that?
Yeah, but that's just a person on a bicycle. Is there another one? Let me see.
Uh,
Is this it?
no, that's actually the intersection that I got from Heather. That's the
Okay.
street view of the intersection.
Okay. And now let's go. And that's his car. Let's see. Let me scroll through here. I see the gas station.
I may could pull it up on my phone if I could figure out how to share my screen.
I just hold it up to there. That's all I do.
Yeah, I'm talking on it as well.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no.
Okay, here's
Don't come
one.
to me for that. No. All right. I don't have, oh, is it the one where the boat is? Like right there? Is that the parking lot
Well,
of?
can you pull it back a little bit because we can't see nothing but a bright light right now.
I know. That's because that's all that's on there.
Oh,
It moved.
bright light, bright light.
Yeah,
I think, is that's the gas station he's talking about?
yeah, so I don't know where that is. If anybody if anyone recognizes where that is, I'm not sure where that is because
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because you really can't see it very well on this YouTube channel, on the camera, we're going to create a missing persons flyer. We'll put those pictures on the flyer. And if anybody has information, and I'll repeat this at the end of the podcast, but you can call our office, Justice Warriors Podcast office at 615-395-5480. We will stay in communication with the family, and we will forward any information that you provide to us to them.
we also heard that he was down by Vero Beach. Some guys supposedly had seen him working on his truck there on the side of the road. Actually, that was in his RV park. But they go ahead.
I have a question. Now the picture that he sent to you on your phone, do you still have that photo?
Yes, I do.
So you can kind of swipe up and see if he was sharing his location and see if.
Oh no, he wasn't sharing any location. But what's that?
But if you swipe up, maybe it'll say where.
You know what we're talking about though, right? On like iPhone, where you can swipe up and see a location sometimes.
On the photo.
Oh, well, let me look. You want me to go look right now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
So we have about 9 minutes left before this thing's going to cut off on us.
Okay.
That's the only downside of using Zoom. Unless you want to pay for it, you have this time limit.
Oh, I see.
But yeah,
he sent it to me from an Android, and so it won't let me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like selecting it, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, come back to us though. There you go.
Okay.
We couldn't see you.
Yeah.
But okay, so just one more thing real quick before we let you go. So can you talk to us a little bit more about some of the dealings you've had there with the RV park? I find it, I mean, I understand that I think that's kind of typical protocol with that they'll sell your stuff off, but it's really unfortunate because if something did happen to him, we potentially lost evidence when they auctioned off his belongings and towed away his cars and all that. what has been your experience with the RV park when you contacted them and told them he's missing? And are they being cooperative? Do they seem concerned? What's been your experience?
Yeah, I mean, they've been somewhat cooperative. Like I said, the biggest issue we've had is just trying to get that missing person filed, the getting it filed and recorded that he is missing. That's been our biggest issue. I'm not sure if there's somewhere online that we can do it, or if they usually fax it or email it. I mean, either way, we're just trying to get the form or whatever it takes to actually get the missing person report files where they can start their process, I guess you'd say.
And did you tell me that they actually hung up on his aunt and got in?
Yeah, yeah. So his Aunt Stacy had called them, and they would tell her that they are going to fax a report to her for her to fill out. Well, she would call them back and say that she never received it, and like this happened a couple of different times, and she started, asking if they would resend it, and they were like, "Would you please just stop calling?" and hung up on her. So
I have a question.
odd.
What activities does he like to do? Where would people find him? It looks like boating.
Yeah, fishing and boating and airboating, I guess you'd say. He's only lived there for a couple of years. He moved there a couple of years ago, and what's that? Yeah, and he went to the Moose Lodge quite a bit.
Okay.
I think there's one there pretty close to him, where he was staying. I'm sorry, I'm getting other phone calls here. It keeps so
people at the Moose Lodge. Okay.
But I think the most alarming part of all this is the fact that he just left and left all of his belongings. He left his boat behind and his truck behind and everything he owned. The
camper, clothes, everything.
And it doesn't appear from what you've been told or what it doesn't really appear that he took anything, right? He
just acted like he was going somewhere and coming right back and never showed back up, is what the neighbors are telling me.
Interesting.
So Moose Lodge would be someplace that would be good to talk to.
Yes. We spoke with them as well, and they said they haven't seen him in about the same time since
October. But they knew him, and I guess he did. Right.
Yeah, he liked to drink quite a bit, so yeah, he was. Yeah, he was there quite a bit. He liked to FaceTime and drink and have a good time all the time. But yeah, I don't.
Okay.
He liked to fish, and so he had FaceTime me a couple times fishing and airboating with a couple of guys there, and I don't even know any of their names or anything.
Okay, guys. Well, we are running out of time, but I want to go ahead and reiterate one more time. If anybody has any information, please call us and let us know. You can call us at 615-395-5480. And we're going to put up a missing persons flyer with Kevin's picture and the picture of his vehicle and identifying demographics, details on our Facebook page, which is Justice Warrior Investigations Facebook page, and also on our website, which is going to be thejusticewarriors.org. Again, it's thejusticewarriors.org. So if you'd like to know more and you want to look at this, the pictures that we have and read more of the information, you can do so there, and you can reach us at 615-395-5480. Thank you, Clint.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Today. And we're gonna do everything we can to help you. Like I said before, I think a good resource for you right now would be, once you get your police report filed, that's obviously going to be our number one priority. But the very next thing to do, I think, is going to be reach out to Monica Kaysen at the Q Center for Missing Persons. EquiSearch is also a really good resource, and we can talk more about that stuff later too.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.